just a bit of an added bonus. You wanna do rolls or flips, leave the throttle open. What's gonna happen is that it's gonna drive the drone into the ground. What's up fam, Rahim here and welcome to another Friday episode. Now it's a Friday guys, I want to keep it short and simple. I just have additional things that I want to share with you guys. Tuesday, right, I started off this new episode series, which was the DJI Avata manual mode tutorial series, right? So in that first episode, I realized that I didn't have enough B-roll. I didn't show you guys enough about how it is to fly manual mode, right? So in this episode, I was actually just take it like a top up. It's not part of that series because I know you guys will sound me and Rahim. You say the next episode is supposed to be about the setup, but why is it about this instead? Anyways, I digress. Now some guys may not actually have the means, right, to connect up to the actual DJI Sim, because you may not have a laptop or maybe you have some restrictions, right? Right now I want to actually share with you an additional simulator, right? Oh, by the way, the app name is FPV Freerider. This was the first app that I used to practice freestyle way back in the day, right? That was many years back, so 3-4 years, whatever. The point is, it's a mobile app that I used to practice everywhere and anywhere. Meaning to say, even if I was taking a dump, I would just bring along my mobile. Instead of watching videos, I'd be practicing, right, on manual mode to understand the controls. But of course, you could use touchscreen or you could bring along a transmitter. So connecting up the transmitter, I need to be very specific, right? Because many guys were telling me that, Rahim, I can't connect it up. I think there are issues. I don't have any issues with connecting up the DJI FPV transmitter, but maybe it could be just a case that of the cable used or the way you're connecting it up, right? So specific method of connection is gonna be, you're gonna have the dongle, right, which is included in your DJI FPV. Oh no, I think, oh wait, the Avata kit also does come with a dongle, right? So dongle goes to the phone. Then you'll need a Type-C cable out to your transmitter. Alright, so that Type-C cable is gonna be a data cable, guys. Do not use any other cable that if it's supplied in the box or whatsoever, because that's just a charging cable. It's just meant to supply power. It cannot transmit data. And my phone is the Samsung S10 Plus, so it's Android. I can't say whether this app is available on the Apple Store. Is it? What is it called? Whatever. The point is, iPhone may not have it, but this is for Android users. There are two versions of this app, by the way. There is the FPV Freerider and then FPV Freerider Recharged. Alright guys, so this is the FPV Freerider. You should try the free version because I want you to go and calibrate your controller first to plug it up and test whether all sticks, alright, all stick movements are registered within the app. Okay, you can see that yeah, it's readable lah. As long as you have 4 points of reading, you're good. Oh, and I forgot to mention, for the connections, you gotta have your transmitter on in order to play this app. Okay, so let's get into the desert map. Alright, so as it states, this demo version, don't worry, all this will go away. Now you want to make sure that you have your Acro Mode is on, not self-leveling, Acro Mode on, and then rates are on high. Here are my sticks. Throttle is down. Okay, if I were to bring up throttle, the drone will start rising. Okay, bring it back down. By the way, my throttle sticks, I've changed to this aftermarket ones simply because I am a pincher, alright, a hybrid pincher. Most of you guys will start off as thumbers, right? But for me, I am a hybrid pincher because I am a thumber plus I have supportive controls up here, right, this area here, which is to guide the sticks. We are on Acro Mode, which is actually the same as manual mode. DJI calls it manual mode, but originally it starts off as Acro Mode for acrobatic, right? So let's start off with pitching forward. So to get your drone to move forward is you'll need to pitch the drone forward. See, the drone, giving it throttle, it kind of hovers in place. A bit floaty, it's now starting to drift. So in order to move forward, notice that my camera angle is facing upwards. So it's not a easy way to fly this way. So I'll have to level out the pitching. Bring the drone forward. The moment I let go of the stick, the drone is gonna keep moving forward. All I need to do is control the throttle. This is manual mode. So I'm gonna make a turn right here. So as long as there's no stick input, the drone is gonna keep moving forward. So let's say I wanna make a turn. I can't just roll the sticks, right? Rolling to the left and bringing it back will just start the drone drifting to one side. So in order to make a turn, right, let's do that again. I'm gonna left roll and then yaw. Okay, I'm just holding it there and making micro changes. That's where I'm making the turn. So to undo the turn is gonna stop yawing and then unroll. Okay, that's gonna create a nice turn. So roll, yaw, makes a good turn. Okay, control throttle and pitching, and let's bring it back to the center. So that's how I control the drone in the level plane. In order to go up, not just throttle but also pitch upwards, and then go down, pitch downwards, and drop the throttle and make turns. Okay, I'll show you that again. Let's follow the ridge line here. So I need to go up, turn, right, level out, and then just follow. So of course, ideally in the cinematic form, you'd want a nice flowy scene. So this is what I'm gonna do. Just pitch up, pitch down, and control the throttle. Okay, pitch down, relax on the throttle, bring up the throttle and pitch up. So let's say you get the idea of moving the drone. Okay, now you're moving forward, you're making turns. Oh, by the way, making turns, as I mentioned in the tutorial, part 1 of the manual mode tutorial, you can just, instead of rolling and yawing, you can also make a quick turn of adding both at the same time, right? Now I'm pitched forward, right? Pitch forward and the drone is moving forward. In order to stop, it's gonna pitch backwards and throttle. See, now I'm almost reversing and I can use this method to hover in place. So let's head for the vehicle over there. Okay, I see a vehicle. I gotta slow down, pitch backwards and throttle a bit. So called give it a reverse thrust, right? Now this is the limitation of playing on the the free version, because you have limitation of time. Okay, but not actually an issue, because you can just go back and restart it again, right? So but of course, if you're really getting into the flow of things, right, so that's where you do not want to have any breakages in your practice, then I really recommend that you'd get the paid version. Alright, so here's just a bit of an added bonus. Let's say you're getting good at your manual mode acro controls, right, and then you want to do some freestyle, you want to do rolls or flips, and then you leave the throttle open. What's gonna happen is that it's gonna drive the drone into the ground. So how do us freestyle pilots do it is, we're gonna actually bleep the throttle, okay, give it a punch, close and flip, and reopen the throttle. Okay, the rates are way too slow. Let's go higher. Open, close, and roll. Right, that's how you do it. Never should you do an acrobatic move with the throttle open. Alright, so we do open it, but at the end of the movement, that is. So for example, roll and stand by to open and reopen the throttle. Okay, so yeah, just practice on the just practice on the app and get the muscle memory dialed in. So, a fellow subscriber commented and left a comment and shared his experience of flying manual for the first time in one of my episodes, and he gave the analogy of like the word analogy or whatever. The point is, he compared it to like driving, right? Where if you're learning driving, eventually it will be hard at the start, but eventually you'll get to a point that you're just driving. You want to get somewhere, you don't think about turning the steering wheel right or left, you just go, right? And it's in a similar fashion. Flying manual takes a while, right? There are practically 4 things for you to manage at one go, which is gonna be throttle, yaw, pitch, roll, right? And it takes a while to get used to which input comes first or next, but eventually you'll the muscle memory will be built and you'll get used to it and just send the drone. Of course, if once we're talking about fast freestyle and all that, now that is the next level, right? So get your get the practice in the sim and get the muscle memory in, and eventually you will start doing all the fancy freestyle stuff. And I'd be happy to hear share your story, right? Leave a comment. I'd be happy to hear on how's your experience of flying manual mode. And also like for some that have shared, Rahim, thanks very much for the tutorial, and right now I've already like moved up the stages and I have got myself a DIY drone and can't wait to fly. That kind of story I'd love to hear, right? And of course, as always, I'll respond to you in kind as soon as I can. So anyways guys, that has just been a bit of sharing. I also want to share a bit more, which is about for those new subscribers to the channel, right? Welcome, and also thanks for subscribing. And I just want to mention that I am actually full-time YouTuber right now, right? It has been close to a year. That also means that as a full-time YouTuber, I can't rely on the YouTube income alone, right? There are many other avenues that I need to explore. Like besides AdSense, there's also gonna be like affiliate marketing and other stuff, right? And so I just want to share with you, I am actually on buy me a coffee. So what that means is that if you wanna support my journey and you wanna contribute, right? Any sum will do. And anyways, don't force yourself. Just have a look, see. Alright, I'll put a link in the description. If you want to support my journey, I'd really appreciate it. Alright, any amount will do. Every little contribution helps me to fuel this channel. I'm not one to make promises, which especially if I don't know if I can keep, but definitely wherever means that I can return back to the community, be it tutorials, more sharing about FPV and all that, right, will be coming up in future episodes. So anyways guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Just a bit of sharing. It's a DJI, right? Go out there, go meet up with your friends, family and loved ones. Guys, with that, I'll see you in the sky. Peace.